Adam, just tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing. Let's suppose, what is ratio? Ratio is nothing, just a fraction. Okay? Ratio is nothing but just a fraction. Just a fraction.
Yeah.
Right, Adam?
Right.
So when I say, for example, that Adam has six toffees and I have four toffees. And my question to you is that find the ratio of the number of toffees of Adam, number of toffees with Adam, and number of toffees with Adam and me. That's my question, Adam. Okay. Now, how
Okay.
would you find the ratio? How would you find the ratio? Tell me. What exactly is happening? What exactly is happening? Just see. So, for example, when I say this particular part, Adam, just understand what you would be writing. You would be saying that, okay, ma'am, I have six toffees. So I have to basically make a fraction. Okay, ratio is nothing but just a fraction. So you say Adam over ma'am. That's the fraction. So what is Adam's number of toffees? Six over four, four. Because what is the number of toffees with the teacher, with the miss? With the miss, the number of toffees are four. So this is the fraction. Right, Adam?
Right.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to cancel it. I hope you understand. Two times three and two times two. So my answer is 3 over 2. Understood or not?
Yeah.
Right? So this is going to be 3 over 2. Understood?
Yeah.
And when this is 3 over 2, when this is 3 over 2, Adam, what would that mean? Tell me. Do you really have three toffees? No. Do I really have two toffees? No. But the simplest ratio is 3 over 2. You understand? The simplest ratio is 3 over 2.
Yeah.
Right, Adam?
Right.
So that's the concept. So I will say that the ratio of the number of toffees of Adam versus Miss is 3 is to 2. So rather than writing this particular line, I'm going to put these two dots. So this line basically stands for what, Adam? This line basically stands for the two dots. Understood or not?
Understood.
Right? So 3 is to 2. This is my ratio. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. So when I say, see, understand. So I'm going to say the number of toffees that Adam is to Miss has is 3 is to 2. But that does not mean that in reality I will have three toffees and you will have two toffees, or you will have three toffees and I will have two toffees. That does not mean I am really having six toffees. Sorry, Adam is really having six toffees and I am having four toffees. In reality, the original toffees are four and six. But what is the final simplest version of it is 3 is to 2. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Hmm?
No.
So ratio is nothing but just a fraction. So 6 over 4 is my fraction and I can also write it down as 6 is to 3, 6 is to 4. Also I can say it is 6 over 4. They are one and the same thing.
Yeah.
But this line, you write it down like this as a dot, as two dots.
Yeah.
And whatever number you write first as a comes here as a what?
Fraction.
As a numerator. And the other number comes here as a denominator. Simple.
Yes.
And why did I keep 6 first? Because the question is saying find the ratio. Ratio basically means fraction. Find the ratio of the number of toffees with Adam. So what is the question writing first? Adam. And then me. That means Adam has to be written first. Is to me. Right? And whatever is written first becomes the numerator. And the second one becomes the denominator. Understood or not?
Understood.
Any doubts in this? Okay?
No.
Okay. Very simple concept is ratio. Very, very. Okay. This is one of the most simple concepts you will find. So this question says what? Read the question again. The question says, the question says, in a class of, in a class of 30 students, there are 10 girls and rest are boys. मम्मी दरवाजा बंद कर दो. And rest are boys. Calculate the calculate the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys. Right, Adam? This is the question. So what does the question say? It says in a class of 30 students. So how many students do we have in a class? 30.
Yeah.
So we have 30 students in a class, right, Adam? And there
Right.
are 10 girls. Out of all the students, there are 10 girls and rest are boys. So how many are boys? Can you tell me? Girls are
Eight.
10. How many would be boys? Can you tell me? If the
20.
total students are 30, correct, and there are 10 girls, there would be 20 boys. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because 30 total students minus the girls. So there would be 20 boys. Now read the question. It says calculate the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys. So number of girls are to be written down first. So girls is to boys is to be found out. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Girls is to boys is to be found out, which means girls over boys because ratio is nothing, just a fraction. So it is helping me out to make a fraction, right, Adam? So it means
Right.
girls over boys. What is girls? 10 and boys 20. So the ratio is G over B. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So either you write it down like this, but in this work you have to do it in the rough work. You understand? This has to be done in the rough work. But how would you write it down? It is, ma'am. Now simplify it also in the rough work. So 10 times 1 and 10 times 2. Do you understand? Cancel the
Yeah.
common factor. Any doubts in this?
No.
So what would that mean? What would that mean?
You have one and two girls and boy.
Exactly. So 1 is to 2 shall be my answer. This is going to be the ratio of girls is to boys.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So that is the concept. So when I'm doing 1 is to 2, I hope you're understanding how it is going to work about. It is going to be 1 is to 2. Understood or not?
Understood.
So for example, I could have said calculate the ratio of the number of girls. Ratio of the number of girls to the number of students, to the total number of students. So whose ratio am I supposed to find here, Adam? What is the question wanting me to do? The question is saying the ratio of the number of girls to the total number of students. Yes or no, Adam?
Yeah.
So it would be meaning what? Total number of girls are 10
Yeah.
and total number of students are 30. So
Yeah.
actually, it is asking me to find out the ratio of 10 is to 30. Now convert this ratio into fraction, Adam. It becomes 10 over 30. Yes or no, Adam?
Yes.
And how do I simplify it? 10 times 1 and 10 times 3. Understood or not?
Understood.
Any doubts on this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That is the concept. Are you
Yeah.
understanding?
Yeah.
So that is the concept. Any doubts on this? Just tell me.
No.
Now understand. So for example, what do you think we'll have? Just see. So for example, if I give you this question, tell me now. In a box, there are 5 red marbles. You know what marbles are, Adam? And
Four.
4 blue marbles. Calculate the ratio of the number one blue marbles to red marbles, blue marbles to red marbles. Second would be calculate the ratio of red marbles to total number of marbles. Red
Yeah.
marbles to total number of marbles. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Third would be blue marbles, blue marbles to total number of marbles.
Yeah.
Right, Adam?
Right.
Now tell me. So, what do you think we have? Tell me. If we are saying that in a box there are 5 red marbles,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Tell me.
You have 5 red marble?
Yes, I have 5 red marbles. So, I am to find the ratio. Ratio means fraction.
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to keep in the numerator? The blue marbles. Because the
Yeah.
blue marbles is written first
Yeah.
and red marbles is written later on. So, blue marbles is going to become a fraction. Blue marbles, the first part I'm solving. So blue marbles over the red marbles. How many blue marbles do you think we have?
Four.
4. And how many red marbles do you think we have? 5.
5.
So the ratio is 4 is to 5. Because the fraction is nothing but just the ratio. Do you find any common thing in 4 and 5? Tell me.
Yeah.
What is it?
A number?
What is common? Can you find a number in whose table both 4 and 5 can come, Adam? Tell me. Will you find a number in whose table both 4 and 5 shall come? You tell me.
Yeah.
What?
20.
No. No, 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 no. One number in whose table 4 also comes. Like 2 times 2, 2 times 4.
4 times 5.
So, is there any number here? See, understand. Like, for example, I give you 10 over 20. So how would I write down 10 times 1 and 20 I'm going to break it 10 times 2. So 10 and 10 gets cancelled. So I'm left with 1 over 2. So is there
Yeah.
any number in between these two which you think I can cancel?
No.
Is there any common factor for 4 and 5?
Yeah.
No. What is the common factor? 1.
And 20. 5 times 4 is 20, and 4
That's
times
a
5 is
multiple.
20.
That's a multiple. I am saying common factor.
Oh no.
No common factor. So 1 cancels 1 and you are left with 4 over 5. So the ratio comes out to be 4 over 5. Right, Adam?
Right?
Any doubts in this? Tell me.
No.
Now read the next question. What does it say? The ratio of the red marbles to that of the total number of marbles. So what
Yeah.
fraction am I supposed to make? Tell me. What fraction am I supposed to make?
Red marble over all the marble?
Good job. Red marble over all the marble.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Red marble over all the marble. So what would that mean, Adam? Red marbles are how many? Five.
Yeah.
And all the marbles are how many?
9.
Nine. But we have to write a ratio. So ratio is written like 5 is to 9. This is my rough work. Okay. I have to do it on the sides so that I don't have to show this to the teacher. But I have to do like this in my mind. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So this you will just then erase and your answer shall be 5. How do you read this out? 5 is to 9. You read out these two dots as is to. Understood or not?
Yeah. Understood.
Perfect. Now again you do this the third part. What does it say? Blue marbles to the total number of marbles.
Yeah.
Blue marbles are how many?
4.
4. So I'm going to make a fraction over blue marble over the total number of marbles. Isn't it, Adam?
Yeah.
Blue marbles over the total number of marbles.
Yeah.
How many are the blue marbles?
4.
4. And how many are the total marbles?
9.
9. But do we have to write it down like 4 over 9?
No.
Then how should I write it down?
4, 9.
4 is to 9. Read the dots. 4 is to 9. 5 is to 9. Are you understanding my point? Tell me.
Yeah.
Any doubts in this? Just tell me.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's how the question shall be. Any doubts in this? Just tell me. So we don't show this to the teacher. Don't show this part to the teacher because teacher is not understanding the fraction. But in your mind, it should be clear that ratio is nothing but just a fraction. But ratio is the simplest fraction. That's the understanding. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
Ratio is the simplest fraction. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's the answer. Any doubts in this? Just tell me.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me, Adam. Again, I'll tell you. So, I'm going to give you certain fractions. I am going to give you certain ratios, and my question shall be simplify the ratios. That's my question. Okay? Simplify the ratios. That means what, Adam? That means what? If I am saying that, my marks, so I say the ratio of Steve and Mark, Steve and Arav's mass marks in an exam are in the ratio 2 is to 3. What is the question saying? The question is saying that the ratio of the Steve's marks and Arav's marks in an examination are 2 is to 3. Do you really think? Do you really think that Steve got 2 marks? No. Arav got 3 marks? No. These are what, Adam? These are what? These are just the ratio. Steve must have got 40 and Arav must have got 60 on 100.
Yeah.
So if you cancel this, do you understand that 2 times 20 and 3 times 20? So I have to cancel this common factor.
Yeah.
And the simplest ratio comes out to be 2 is to 3. So the original marks that Steve got was 40 out of 100. And the
Yeah.
original marks that Arav got out of 100 was 60. You understand?
Yeah.
The original marks that Steve got was 40. And the original marks that Arav got was 60. But the
Yeah.
ratio is 2 is to 3, Adam. The ratio is 2 is to 3. What does that mean? That means that 2 is not the original marks. 2 is the simplest ratio. Are
Yeah.
you understanding? You have cancelled out the common factor, but this is 2 is to 3. But you will have to multiply with this with x and with this with x. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
So what is this going to become? This is going to become 2x and 3x. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
So what do you think you should understand that if I say that somebody's ratio is 5 is to 4. Somebody's income, A's income is to B's income. Income, you understand, the money the person earns is
Yeah.
5 is to 4. Is in the ratio 5 is to 4. Do you really think the person will earn only 5 rupees? A?
No.
But this is the ratio. That means 5 over 4, if I'm writing, I must have cancelled some common number with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you understanding, Adam? And if I do not know the number, let the number be x. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you understanding fully? Right? Right? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what am I trying to tell you, Adam? Whenever the question tells you a ratio, that's not exactly the original number. Are you understanding? That's not original marks. That's not original salary. The salary would have been something else. But if you're finding the ratio, that ratio is something that you've got after canceling a common number. That is, let's suppose some number k. So you must have cancelled k and k. You must have cancelled k and k, and then you must have got the ratio 5 is to 4. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
Sure. This is the key point of ratio, Adam. If you do not understand this part, the questions they will seem to be tough for you. But if you could do
Yeah.
this part, the questions will be very, very easy for you. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
So, for example, Adam, if I say the the ages of Mark and Steve are in the ratio 2 is to 7.
Yeah.
If the sum of their ages is 27, calculate their individual ages. Do you understand the question, Adam?
Yeah.
Now, what is this question telling me? This question tells me, Adam, it says the ages of Mark and Steve are in the ratio 2 is to 7. But this is the ratio. And you understand that the ratio never gives me the original values. So we cannot say that Mark is 2 years old. No. We cannot say that Steve is 7 years old. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So 2 over 7, if I'm getting the ratio, it must have been some number k and k. Are you understanding? Or x or x.
Yeah.
So 2x over 7x. This would have been my original ages, isn't it? So 2x would be the Mark's age. So I would say let the original age of Mark be
Yeah.
2x and original age of Adam and original age of Steve be 7x. Do you understand this point, Adam?
Yeah.
And now the question, read the further. It says if the sum of their ages, which ages, Adam? Original
One.
ages. 2x plus 7x is 27. So can you not understand 2x plus 7x is 9x?
Yeah.
And we have to find x. So you understand the equations. Don't you think you should bring down this 9? You should
Yeah.
transpose this 9 and you will get
9
x is
divided
27 divided by 9 and
is
that is 3. So
yeah.
I have found out x, Adam. X is 3.
Yeah.
X is 3 means the original age is going to be 2 times 3 and the original age would be 7 times 3. That means I must have cancelled 3. That means the original numbers, it would have been 6 and 21. That means
Yeah.
Mark age would be originally 6 years old and Steve's age originally would have been 27, 21 years old. Are you understanding the concept, how the questions are made, Adam?
Yeah.
Are you understanding fully? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Now understand, Adam. If, for example, I write this down, if, for example, I write this down, I'll say if the if the ages of Rita and Lara are in the ratio 3 is to 7 and the sum of their ages is, okay, Adam, the
Yeah.
sum of their ages is 100. Calculate their individual ages and individual original ages. Tell me, is 3, if I say Rita is to Lara is given to me? Yes or no, Adam?
Yes.
Rita over Lara is given to me. So that is 3 over 7. So if that's
Yeah.
3 over 7, Adam, is Rita really 3 years old?
No.
Is Lara really 7 years old?
No.
So what do you think should have been the real ages of Rita? Let the original ages of Rita be?
3x.
Yes.
7.
3x and for Lara be 7x. Yes or no?
Yes.
And what is the question saying? And the sum of their ages. It is talking about the original ages. The sum of the original ages is 100.
1.
So 3x plus 7x shall be 100. Yes or no, Adam?
Yes.
And if 3x plus 7x is 100, what would that mean? Can you tell me?
It means
It would
they.
mean 10x shall be 100. So x
Yeah.
shall be 100 over 10.
Yes.
So this cancels this. So x shall be 10.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Any doubts on
Then
this? So what have been the real ages of Rita and Lara?
10.
No. X is 10. X is that number which you must have cancelled to get the real expression 3 over 7?
So 30 and 70.
Good job. 3 times 10, that would have been 30. And Lara's age would be 7 times 10 would have been 70. Any doubts in this, Adam? Yes or no?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the concept. That is the concept. Understood or not?
Yeah. Understood.
Okay. Now understand.
Okay.
So, for example, if I say this, Adam, if I say the sum of, the sum of, now tell me, the sum of two numbers in the ratio, in the ratio 1 is to 9
Okay.
is 20. Calculate the numbers. So when the question says calculate the numbers, it is meaning calculate the original numbers.
Yeah.
Calculate the original numbers because they have given the numbers but not the original ones. They are the numbers are in the ratio. The ratio is given to them. That means they are saying that there have been must some number, but you got 1 over 9 by cancelling some number k. Are you understanding my point?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So let the two numbers be. Let the original two numbers be. Tell me.
Two. Not 1x and 9x.
Exactly. Let the original numbers be 1x and 9x because the ratio is given to me. And what is the question saying? And their sum is 20.
Yeah.
That means 1x plus 9x shall be 20.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
10x shall be 20. So 20 over 10. So x shall be 2.
So 2 times 1 is 2, and then 9 times 2, 18.
And 9 times 2, 18. So my original numbers are 2 and 18. Are you understanding, Adam?
Yeah.
Any doubts in this?
No.
Okay. Now, similarly, you understand? If, for example, I'm saying calculate, calculate the ratio now. Calculate the ratio of the ages of Steve and Lara. Now,
Yeah.
this time the question is saying calculate the ratio
Reach.
of Steve and Lara.